I'm Paige Cooper, and this is why I'm first Phorm. Deep breath. Here we go. What's your first thought in the morning? Is it the fact you're so tired you just want to keep sleeping? Are you dreading the drive to work or the meeting you're having with your boss this afternoon? Or are you waking up hungry for another day, another chance to improve? Here's the thing. Each of us wakes up each day with a new start, as if we hit the refresh button. As soon as that alarm goes off, it's go time. It's within each of us to decide how we want to take our journey. With each new day, I ask myself two questions. How can I better myself? And how can I better the world around me? You see, mindset's a funny thing. It's the seed to the beginning of the rise of an empire or the start of a life-changing downfall. My entire life, I have always believed in pushing myself to be better. There's no such thing as a limit. There's always a way to improve. There was a way to learn from a win and develop from a loss. I was not born an athlete. I created myself to be one.
All right, so what formed me? I probably have to say my dad, but not in the way that you'd think. I lived about 20 minutes from my dad growing up my entire life, and he never really wanted to see me, never really wanted to take me on the weekends that he had me and hang out with me. Instead, he decided that it was more important to hang out with his friends or to party instead. So I somehow got in my mind that I needed his approval. I needed his validation. So if I got straight A's in class and I still didn't get a phone call, I thought, okay, not good enough, gotta do something else. So if I made MVP or made state for volleyball, like I did my senior year, and still didn't get to see him, or he still didn't show up to the games, I was still doing something wrong. And it took a really long time before I realized that I didn't need that validation from him. I didn't need his approval for anything.
Let's rewind. Growing up, the weight room was not my escape. Like most kids, my parents did put me in sports. However, I didn't just quite fit in with the girls with leotards and tap shoes. So by the age of 12, I had received my first degree black belt. However, I was hungry for more. I wanted to broaden my horizons in any way I could. And then I found my passion in volleyball. It was a sport that had both grace as well as badassery. That's right, just maybe not linguistically. After winning districts and regionals and placing in state for 3 years, my passion was ready to lead me to a greater adventure, college. I knew the odds were against me. See, 5'8" in the volleyball world isn't very tall, and defense specialists are the last to be added to a college roster. However, I wasn't going to let the odds tell me what was possible and what wasn't. I trained hard and stayed focused, and before I knew it, I was packing my bags and heading to Louisiana Tech University as a starting freshman defensive specialist. Although my passion belonged on the court, my heart was falling for more. I wanted more involvement. I wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself. I ended up joining clubs that gave back to the small community of Reston. I volunteered at the local animal shelter, and I later became a member of Alpha Chi Omega, whose philanthropy is to end domestic violence. I didn't realize it then, but I wanted to be a part of a change that people could see in the world. 4 years flew by, and it was time for my next accomplishment on my list. After interviews, papers, letters of recommendation, I began my journey into veterinary school. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, animals are kind of my thing. From a young age, I knew I wanted to help animals. Yes, I was the crazy kid watching Animal Cops Marathon, which led me here to my 3rd year of veterinary school and a little over a year left until I'm officially a doctor. One thing most people don't understand is that vet school breaks you. It challenges your mind, pushes you past your limits, and honestly makes you question your sanity. But I love animals, and that in itself is an understatement. It's not just the fuzzy puppies and cuddly kittens that call to my heart. It's something inside me that sees the pure innocence in an animal's eyes. I see their goodness, and I want so much more for them.
So why first Phorm? Well, first of all, their shit actually works. It's nice to spend money on a product that actually does what it says on the label. But apart from that, first Phorm is a community. It's a family. It's something that's bigger than yourself. I've watched numerous athletes that care about helping other people and not benefiting from it, that these people are willing to take the shirt off their back and hand it to you if that's all they have left, just to see that you're improving. That's what this company is about. It's about changing the mindset.
Goodness, you say hello.
Veterinary school in itself has been a challenge. It is literally a job. I'm in class Monday through Friday and come home to a mountain of studying. Don't forget a good gym sesh too. However, if veterinary school has taught me anything, it's taught me to be humble. work hard, and reap the benefits. And although I've acquired and attained a lot of knowledge in the last 3 years, knowledge is nothing if I keep it all to myself. If I'm only benefiting me, what good am I doing in the world? Which is why I'm here, to help anyone in any way that I can. That includes our four-legged friends. I want to encourage people to do their best. I want people to live as passionately as I do. I want people to love themselves through every step of their journey. If I can do that through fitness or inspire someone because of my love and passion for life, then I've created one small change.
I want to be a part of something bigger than myself. I want to be a part of a movement that motivates people to love themselves through every single step of their fitness journey. We live in an era where social media tells us that we are based upon the number of comments or likes that we get. If you like who you see in the mirror, if you like that reflection, then that's all that matters at the end of the day. It took a really long time for me to realize that I didn't need my dad's validation. I didn't need his approval, that I'm amazing just the way that I am.
We're not meant to be put on this earth to simply live and die. We have the ability to impact everyone around us. So, my question is, are you ready to go to work? Deep breath. Here we go.
I keep messing up. I don't know, because honestly, you don't need to prove shit to anyone but yourself.